And we are back with our ESC match of the day against Ball State. Earlier today, Miami managed to go 1-0 in the Queen City Clash, and now we're here on the main season game against Ball State University. Ball State looking to be 4-0 already. Miami's 2-1 because of a heartbreaking loss last week against Eastern Michigan. We'll see if they can bring it back. Ball State being probably their biggest challenger of the season, I believe. So we'll probably see a good match here today.
I don't know. I think Northwestern is a pretty good team. They last season they went 12-1, which is only one loss, and that was to Miami University. And unfortunately, that's not quite going to be the record that we have this year, having already lost to Eastern Michigan. But if we can keep winning, especially against these teams like Ball State, that'll definitely cement our placement, yeah, for the regular season and into the postseason.
Yeah, so we'll see what Miami says. It appears that Torbjorn is probably running amok currently, mostly because that's been what's played a lot in Overwatch or CS and the pro scenes. And Sem and Torb apparently have been making the run without even having any of buff. They're starting to realize that, hey, 2 headshots to 1 shot is not bad for a Torb player. And also with the E's, basically a mini tank. So,
yeah, and you get a sixth player in the turret. The turret is just another player in putting just more damage. It's always fun back when in Overwatch 1 when you would upgrade the turret to level 3, and it would just demolish a team, and you would actually have a 7th player. Fun stuff. I have good memories of that. Yeah. But definitely a different Torb nowadays that really doesn't get a whole lot of playtime in most places. I mean, he's good sometimes, but very rarely.
In competitive scenes, and especially pro scenes, Torb is very much viewed as a meme pick, mostly because what we saw from Bonesaw earlier today with that hammer. Most people just trying to use it to have some meme plays. But honestly, the same kind of connotation being used for characters like Bastion, Symmetra. I think they were back in the day. You'd play all 3, and that was what was called the cheese comp, or the meme comp, because it was kind of just turn your brain off and win type comps. Because back then, when Symmetra had 6 turrets with the one level 3 turret or level 2 turret from Torb, kind of just got mowed down. But then people started getting good at the game, didn't work as well. Now they're just viewed as meme picks. So we'll see. But Torb nowadays, that right click can decimate a tank, as we saw earlier today. A few right clicks, small goes down like that,
Absolutely.
and the also random long shots also do a lot of damage. It's comboed with Kiri, just ding ding. I was like, oh, I'm dead. I just walked out of spawn. That's fantastic.
It's always fun. Always fun. It's, characters like Hanzo and Torb that can just do that in the blink of an eye. It really does make the game a little bit unfun sometimes, but I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, I can't even blame a team for using that comp when you've got these players that are so good at using it. Right.
Yeah, if it wins a win, I mean, doesn't matter how you go about it. They you win, you lost. That's it. So people don't really care about what types of teams they have to run to get the win. But probably be seeing the same types of comps from Miami here. I don't know if they want to pull something random out because Ball State is a very good team. But speaking of that, Ball State has I believe around 3 returning players from their old roster compared to last time. They have a new tank player, and I think it might be a new support player. I can't remember exactly. It might be a DPS. Don't know, but they still have 3 of their main players back from last semester. So we'll see how they decide to guide the new members of their squad. But we should be seeing a pretty good game here in a few moments.
and
But
and I mean, there's got to be some sort of something in there that says that the new players they've got something, because I mean, being 4-0, I mean, it's got to say something.
yeah, going without a loss seems to be going pretty well for them so far. So must be a pretty good squad they have over there. But so we'll see what they decide to do. We don't know map pick yet on control. Oh, so maybe not controller. Maybe a little bit of a hint in my ear that it might be Circuit Royale, a very, very interesting map, mostly
Yeah,
because let's just say snipers have a field day.
that's very true. It's also a bit of a strange pick, seeing as there's a generally uh, uh, a normal kind of pathway for the type of maps played. It goes generally control into hybrid into push slash um, flashpoint, and then you don't. We haven't made it that far yet. We haven't made it past that yet. And so like going straight into uh, Circuit Royale is a bit of an odd.
Bit of an interesting one. Granted, Circuit Royale is also one of those maps that can be very back and forth, and it's also a map that's really usually we go until about one team has either 5, 4, or 6 points.
True.
Like that's the types of games we've seen on Circuit Royale in the past years. So, other than that, I don't think there's much to say. But they do not have total map pick yet. We'll still see what we decide to do. But we will be going on for break here for a couple of minutes. Don't leave yet. We'll be going back in a match soon, but we will see you then. And we are immediately back in the game here. At a little misinformation from up top. We are not on Circuit Rail on the other side of the world. No, actually, not the other side of the world. But we are on a control point that is Lijiang Tower, a very common one for Miami. They've had some very good games on here. Miami University going with the I mean, both teams going for Symmetra to get that teleport out of point, get there quicker, but both teams going for the Torb. Maybe, and maybe perhaps a little bit of a switch with the other picks, but yeah, on going through the Sojourn, but Ball State going for the Genji, which has been meta for a while now. Wow, Ghost finding nitrous oxide immediately. Where even did he get shot from?
Ooh.
Oh, but nice from Booster finding Yaxter. Both teams without their Lucio. That's a lot of healing gone. They don't really have much of a danger of boops now on the side of Miami. They may be able to push the point, but that Jugger can put a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Miami just kind of trying to hold point here. Bonesaw already going so low, getting killed by You Can't Ghost, on getting killed by Bordy, and Miami is just without DPS, but they're still holding on to point. And but yeah, it's just gonna be a bit of a cleanup for Ball State. Miami staggering themselves a little bit, which isn't fantastic. Both DPS gonna get back to point much faster, and have to just kind of wait for the rest of their team.
But they did want to get some extra point percentage there, which kind of good on Miami to do that. But you got to look at Ball State. How nearly all their team is nearing 50% except Ghost because he died early on. Good side positioning there from Bordy. Managed to find some damage in there. The point's kind of just alone. They just go immediately on the point. Bones having to pop that E quickly to kill himself alive. They're using the wall to one line of sight them. Bones all finding super low, but they managed to also get Ghost. On falling again to Bordy. Kind of losing this duel here on the Soldier. Maybe wants to switch. Good dash there from Hooters on the Spencer. That's a lot of healing gone for Ball State. They may be able to get this. Pushkar falling a little low. Yaxter putting in so much damage. Oh, the Genji's still alive. Pushkar has to find a health back.
And he's gonna find it. And Miami's just been taking up point for this entire time. 41 getting an absolutely huge stagger, unfortunately.
Yeah, Nitrous Oxide winning the 1v1 against Bordy at nearly full health. Player skill coming very big there. Also that self-healing for the Lucio, kind of just protecting him. Genji is a character not really very well versed in 1v1 Lucio. Oh, maybe a little bit of a big, misses everyone, unfortunately. They also have that Zeus up a little bit. Big ult coming out from both sides. Oh, good job there from Pooter Scooter trying to get out. Good ult there from Nitrous Oxide to keep Pooter Scooter alive. He's still a little low. They have, oh my goodness, nice double shot from Spencer on. They still had that continue rush speed boost up. Oh, unfortunate for Bonesaw. That's what you have to be very careful with Lucio there. Miami here is up to like 77%. That's not bad. And Ball State University is only at 24%. Miami University might have a shot here, another fight.
Yeah, not bad at all. But Ball State definitely having the ult advantage, if you will. Miami University only having 3, Ball State having 4. And a bit of a misfire, all in my opinion, from Pooter Scooter, getting absolutely nobody in this right room here. But Molten Core coming out from the side of Ball State University.
Oh! Oh, it's just unfortunate though.
It's not gonna matter, but Bonesaw absolutely canceling droids. What's it called? Junker Queen ult.
I forget the name of it too, but
Rampage.
That's what Rampage as it was. The Junk JQ ult. But something you have to point out here is that Miami University, no ults popped there, and they got 2 out from Ball State, and they have a fight here. Blade coming in, that might be big. Oh, no pick there yet. Beat coming out, on falling super low. That was good combination there from Ball State using the Blade.
Kitsune coming out from the side of Miami.
Oh, wonderful wall there to try to get Droid. Yaxter finding 2 with the boop. Both Bonesaw and Killian go down. That might just be round for Ball State. A little bit of a mistake there.
Yeah. On coming back on the Tracer. He's gonna at least try and get touch. He's gonna at least get touch.
Yes.
Nitrous Oxide also gonna be there to assist in the touching process. Bonesaw getting back. We're just Miami. Miami doesn't get the touch.
They're all there.
Oh.
A little bit of a misplay there from Miami. They may have been able to touch there. Also, Nitrous Oxide had his ult there. They may have been able to make something work.
Mm-hmm.
But that was very good there from Ball State. They're going 1-0 in this map.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't ghost and Spencer and Yakester. Yeah, Yakester. I don't know. Getting all those boop pips picks was absolutely massive on that map. Although it's definitely not going to be able to happen here as nearly as much, seeing as there is a ledge, there's a coast, but it's up and away from the main point, right? So Yakester probably not going to be able to get any of those fun boop picks here.
Ooh, but Spencer decided to go on to the Juno. Maybe for the speed boost at the beginning and going back and switching, but now they're just going with the Juno. Interesting pick here. It seems also Ball State going with the Maga instead of the Hazard for this middle point. Maybe a little bit of a good here. Lots of tight corners for the Maga to just jump scare around. Bonesaw managed to get that E off before the hack came in. That was very good. Keeps himself alive. But Pooter's falling really low. Has to pop that right click. Good pick from on the boardy. Pooter's going falling super low. They're just getting melted by Joy. Bonesaw also going really low. Joy is popping off here. We might be seeing a switch here from Pooter.
Yeah.
Falling. That was really quick.
I think it would make a lot more sense to be playing the Mauga instead of the Hazard on this particular map. Oh, nitrous oxide getting hit with the virus and a bit of a Mauga burn. Not fantastic.
Oh, a little bit of misplay there from Pooter, not really putting his wall in good place. They managed to get the turret down. Pooter just kind of running the point. Good, honestly, kind of a good, wonderful boop there from Nitrous Oxide, setting both Pooter and Bonesaw up to get the pick on the boardy. They might have a chance to fight this here. They managed to cap point. They gotta not focus Droid as much here. They gotta go for the healers in the back.
Yep.
Especially when they're all in that tiny room like that. They have to really get focused attention on the correct characters.
Yeah, the two things that need to happen is either they kill the supports first or he walls them off. A wall off is just as good because they stop the healing. Like, exactly like
Perfect.
that. Bonesaw getting the final kill or the final hit, but being able to wall them off does just the same as killing them. Not being able to allow the heals to get to them, right?
Yeah, very good there from Pooter's Group, just getting a barely perfect wall around that corner. And they just managed to burst down Droid. Oh, big combo there.
Thing.
And then also the Juno comes in too late. Droid falls before it goes off. They may be able to just kind of push this because of the power that is the Juno, but it runs out, and now Ball State kind of just has to fall back. Oh, and all coming in from Bones, all just trying to clean it up. And they made, good stagger pick there. Yeah, does he go for this? No.
Yeah.
Kind of backs
unlucky.
off.
Unlucky. He could have. It would have been a really good pick, but a bit of a stagger there almost. But
They did get a stagger on the boardy though when they all got out already, because Droid had just respawned, so that's another few percentile points for him. On having ult, Booster also having ult. We got some big ults coming up here soon.
Oh, this is gonna be huge.
Massive lineup,
Ooh,
but barely just misses.
barely misses.
We saw almost all of them were in their big EMP. That was absolutely massive. And then the beat comes out. Not bad. Honestly, not bad trade there, using only the Sojourn ult to get the beat out. But here's the thing, Ball State is coming up on that deadly combo that is Molten Core with the cage. They may just win off one fight off that. Yaks are falling a little low here. Miami does have the beat though, but with through cage and Molten Core, not really going to last. They might have to use it, just engage and try to find a pick very quickly. Bonesaw going fast. Oh, yep, here it comes. Here's all the ults coming in. Oh, but yeah, but here comes the Molten Core a little bit after already. And oh, unfortunately, Bonesaw had to get pushed down to the little corner there. There it is. That was the combo. That won them that fight. But here's the thing. Now Ball State really only having the Juno ult to really push in. And Miami building ults a little not as quickly as they would like. Booster only got 10% in that fight.
Yeah, it says that Shockside just used beat, but I mean, it felt like it didn't do anything. I mean, there was so much damage coming from the Molten Core and the cage and everything else that it's like there was nothing there. Orbital Ray coming in from the side of Ball State University, and it's just so much damage and health.
That was very good there. That was good positioning from Spencer there. Wonderful. He knows that Pusher is going to try walling him off in order to get a pick. They managed to get Brody low, but Spencer was just hiding outside that little room in the corner. And so it's just, and also, Orbital Rate goes through walls, so as long as he can see what's happening, he's good. Oh, a little bit of a bad positioning there. Oh, please.
Can't get him.
On.
Aim.
They're just going to fight it here. Bonesaw is very low. He doesn't have that health pack. He has to get his E very quickly. Good healing coming up. They have to really fight this. Oh, big corner slash there. They have to find one. They find Ghost. They're just kind of pushing in. They're rushing this.
Ooh,
Droid's going to point. They're just going to try. They have to burst him down. Beast coming out. He's Pushka super close to ult. He has to survive. If they get this ult hub, on coming up with his ult now. They're all on the left. They have to find some picks. Huge ult there. Droid super low. Wonderful right click there. They're just trying to clean it up. Spencer's, oh, but Ghost comes back and finds a pick on the soldier. With the soldier. Spencer's there though. Spencer's there. Oh, Yaxter's finding picks everywhere. He picks too. What is happening? They're getting destroyed by Lucio. He managed to get him with the dash. Pooter has to stay up here. They find that, but the Doom comes back. Oh, Pooter. He doesn't get out in time to find it. Bordy's back on the Tracer. They're just trying to recontest very quickly here. On's also back on the Tracer. That's just like I said, falling super low. He needs that E. Drado's falling super low. Big picks there. Round goes to Miami. That was beautiful. Very back and forth.
From both sides. I mean, that was, holy cow. I mean, Ball State very nearly being able to pick, take that round off there. Yakester getting so many picks at the very end. You can't Ghost doing fantastic on the DPS. Bordy as well. I mean, they're putting up a fight, a real good fight against Miami here.
Yeah, wonderful there from Ghost onto the switch on the soldier. Man, to just laser one down. Miami Varsity not really. Bonesaw decided to just stay on the Torb and not switch on anything fast paced. On really going to that Tracer to puts it back up there. Actually, Zuckside and Poozer are doing very well, stay on the point alive that long.
Yeah,
like you cannot underestimate the damage of Lucio. And Afara coming out from Bordy and Ghost on the Lucio. Wonderful wall there. You can't be doing that on a map like this when they have a Hazard. Hazard is smart as Pooter. You have to be careful about that. Without Yaxter, they lose a lot of support. Ooh. And another wonderful prediction shot there from Bonesaw to hit Ghost. This is already, I think this is a fight one for. Oh, yep, there it is, walled off again.
Yep.
This is very good here. Not as good as of a Hazard map as the last one because you can't wall off those tight corners as much on a map like this. But the point here is actually a little bit better. The actual point itself. So they might just have to fight point here a little bit if they want to really just keep this control up.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, we can already see the ultimates coming in more on the side of Miami. Achillean already up to 42% of their ult, and we're just kind of sitting. Miami's just kind of sitting on point a little bit. We're just looking for that Tracer there, going way out of their way to get this Tracer actually.
Oh no, they don't go out of position here. They may have gotten a little bit baited. Pooter getting one low though. Bordy finding on, which is unfortunate. Pooter falling really low. What? Pooter, what are you doing?
Oh,
get out of there!
Going straight, Pooter going alone onto point.
Maybe just trying to get some percentage there.
Yeah.
They may have realized the fight was lost because they decided to just go off position.
Probably, yeah. Bordy going on to the Pharah, which is going to be a bit of a tough character for the Miami to crack unless On can just absolutely laser him out of the sky, or Killian can hit a couple lucky shots onto him. But we'll have to see from this.
Yeah, we're expecting a very big fight here. Both teams really having the Kitsune rush. They're going for it. Kitsune rush out coming for both teams. Bordy has the barrage almost, trying to find him on the back. Bordy finds that just side. They're trying to look for Killian because without Killian, they lose a lot of DPS. And Droid manages to find Bordy and Droid. This combo together with that Pharah is really just finding a ton of picks. Miami on switching off the Sojourn for the McCree to try to deal with Bordy on the Pharah. The Pharah pick actually doing very nice.
The Cassidy is also pretty good against the Tracer as well, being able to double shot the Tracer as well as use the hinder onto the Tracer and stop him from blinking everywhere. But Miami University coming up with 3 ults. Ball State also with 4.
That was a good wall there, but wonderful ult there. Oh, B comes out, but Pooter couldn't get it. And then B comes out from Ball State. They're going to have to back up into this tight room and hope for a good ult from the Hazard. Oh, trying to find this Tracer. Oh, misses the second shot. Come on, guys. They managed to find Ghost. They may be able to take this fight again. Maybe.
It looks like there's 5.
Oh, yep.
The pincer maneuver here. Bordy getting on though.
Oh no.
That's a lot of damage coming out, or leaving from the side of Miami. Bonesaw getting
there it
picked
is
down.
again. Bonesaw getting picked
They're
up.
gonna have to back up here.
That was a big separation there from Miami. Kind of can't do much here. And then also the ult coming in from Pooter. Unfortunately, I think that's gonna be map 1
Yeah.
going to the side of Ball State. Good fight there for Miami, but kind of just miscommunication there. And also the far pick, they were not expecting it.
Yeah.
That kind of just saved Ball State there, because if without the fire there, they kind of just bursted down Bonesaw quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. No, you got to give it to Bordy. Bordy absolutely kind of took the reins of that game on the at the end there. I mean, all the boops and all of the having so much AoE damage as Miami is grouped up, just barraging straight into there. And I don't even think he even used barrage once, did he?
I didn't really see him pop it at all.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was wonderful.
going insane truly with the Farah. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate loss there for Miami, but we will be going on to map 2. Hopefully see something good coming out for Miami here. Don't know which map it is, but going back to that, honestly, to that second point, Miami really did that well. Stay grouped up together, but that third point, I feel like there's a lot of separation for Miami. They didn't know really which way to go or not. Like, they may have needed to switch something up a little bit sooner. Like, the McCree switch was good, however, it was a little bit off. Also, a little bit of aim mistakes, a little bit. Not really pointing fingers at anyone, but especially there, that Tracer maybe got away a little too much, especially that third point. They should have gotten him a little bit better, because he did. There was some spots where the Tracer just got stuck on a wall and they could have got him. But then on the second point, the Sombra also, watching that, my heart just clenched when the Sombra managed to get away when she translocated into a
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
I'm just like, no. They managed to win that point still though, so very good on them, on Miami. But good there, good stuff from both teams all around. Miami here just has to come up with something here to beat Ball State on these points where characters are very, I'd say niche. A few niche characters could come out. They got to start playing those, because that, as we saw there with the Farah, on that Farah, all really good on points just like that in this type of meta right now.
Mhm.
Kind of a good pick.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they decide to do. We don't know map yet, and we'll see where we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay with us real quick as we go on to a little bit of a break as we wait for the next map. Stay here. You got this. Here we are. We're coming back into the game. We're going into a strange map pick. I mean, oh, to say the least. We're going into hybrid, and of all the maps, we're going to Numbani. Awful map. Awful map, in my opinion. I don't think I have liked this map a single time in the entirety of its existence. It is constantly out of rotation, being reworked in some way or another, and it's just not a. I don't like it. It's not good, man.
When hybrids have such a selection that like Eichenwald, Kings Row, one more I'm forgetting. It's not Junkertown, that's Bush. But yeah, out of the West Escort. But out of all the maps, you go Numbani. The only time this map was ever good, in my opinion, was when they were teasing Doomfist.
Oh,
That
that's
was it.
actually fair. That's
That
fair.
was the only time because I actually enjoyed being here for the stuff. But it seems Miami here, both teams going for a monkey v monkey, and Scooter, who we know loves his Winston. Winston is very good here on this type of map, either Winston or Diva, because you have to have a very vertical character in order to get to these side grounds. Not really a thing happening here. Most people just kind of trying to take a little bit of pot shots to get picks. Booster will go in with an anti that was massive. Oh, but it runs out just as unlucky there.
Oh, and he's just so far in there, he can't do anything. Oh, Bonesaw getting the kill
Oh,
kill onto Bordy on getting Spencer. That's a lot of damage and support being removed from Ball State's side. Uh, Droid getting put really low, but he's still got Alphabet to kind of keep him up a bit, which I believe actually is a sub in. I don't think Alphabet was in the last game, but
no.
I could be tripping.
I believe he's also. I think he was also he's a returning player who decided to be a sub this season.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it seems Miami here. That was good for Mon and them because they're going to have one last fight here on the point. They're going to try to stop Miami from capping. Boosker have to be very careful with that anti, and Droid barely able to survive. On getting a little stuck on that corner there. Kind of a little bad place to be, but Miami is really managed about 91% here, and Ball State manages to fight it back.
Yeah, I mean, on our Bonesaw getting a little bit into the back line, we see some nitrous oxide flexing the new mythic weapon skin, just spinning that around like a fidget spinner.
The second newest, actually.
Second newest. What's the newest?
The Ash one.
Oh, fair enough.
That's why she's out of rotation,
Ooh,
because it's kind of buggy.
Alphabet going in there and getting, or nitrous oxide getting in there and getting the final kill, but Monkey descending onto the supports of Miami, and Miami is just out of healing, and it looks like it's just not going to be going their way. Droid going in there getting Scooter, and copy coming out from Bordy. This isn't fantastic for Miami. I mean, already down just over 2 minutes.
They need to build some ults here. Nitrous Oxide did pop Nano there. Don't know really where it went. That's another thing about this map. That's why it's not very liked. Is you cannot tell why you lost sometimes. Like there's just so many tight corners, so many little rooms that things happening. And you just don't know what's happening. George going in trying to get Killian because they're trying to get him down.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Miami going in. Kitsune coming out from the side of Killian, and Pooter Scooter going in primal, getting.
Oh, they're all in that little
Ghost.
room.
Oh,
Wonderful there from Pooter.
that
A
is
little bit
really
of a
good.
misplay from Ball State, and they managed to get the cap on the point.
And it looks like Bordy and Droid are gonna both get long spawn. They're that's gonna kind of force Ball State to either hold on for a bit or back up. Bordy actually going on to the Tracer, so he's gonna get back in a bit faster than if he had originally
Yeah, it seems
stayed.
Miami's going to be able to get this first corner, which sometimes is a little bit of a hard choke point for most teams. But it seems Ball State's going to try to fight that second corner, maybe even try to get the third if they get back in time.
Yeah, on going a bit low. Pooter Scooter standing in the front, just kind of soaking up a bit of damage. And Droid just goes straight in. Nitrous Oxide killing Bordy, who is presumably behind.
That was wonderful there.
Primal coming out from Droid,
Aw.
getting Killian, which is going to be a huge hit for Miami. It looks like Bonesaw getting there's the bomb. Pulse bomb, not getting anybody. Pooter Scooter though getting Spencer and You Can't Ghost.
Ooh.
Nitrous Oxide falling to Ghost or Droid, unfortunately.
This is just a monkey v monkey game at this point. Nothing's really happening on the side of both DPSs really.
It really is.
They're just taking all the attention so that Pooters are just go in and do enough damage to get picks.
True.
On's been looking for this blade though. The pulse bomb didn't really go that good. Here comes the blade, a little bit. Finds a good pick there. Oh no! Accidentally wall climbs. That's got as another Genji player myself. That feels terrible.
Yeah.
A little bit of a misclick there, grabbing the wall instead of doing the second slash. Could have gotten Spencer there as well, but giving Alphabet down when like, oh, what a shot there from Ghost on the Torb.
Yeah.
Torb here, kind of a really good counter pick here to most of Miami's team, really.
Yeah. And that's a bit of a stagger as well. Killian kind of dying quite a while after everybody else, having to wait to come back. It's a bit of a hindrance, if you will.
But we have another push here coming in from Miami. They'd be having the Pooter Screw roll with the Nitrous Oxide.
And I mean, Miami just kind of waiting in. You Can't Ghost killing on almost immediately before the fight's even begun. It's going to force Miami to back up a little bit. Pooter Scooter going super low. You Can't Ghost just absolutely kind of rolling.
Nitrous Oxide finding, oh, what a wonderful sleep there from Nitrous Oxide, getting Ghost there at that last second. On just trying to, oh, Bonesaw and On taking down Bordy, but they're going to push in, and Droid's going to find Bonesaw. They can be doing that. Like, honestly, I feel Bonesaw could have just went back and spawned, so he wouldn't have gotten picked off there.
And Miami's down to 60 seconds. They're going to have to push it quite a far away. And even if they did get the next point, they'd only add like a minute and a half to the overall time bank.
Something else is that Ball State has all 5 ults up now. They haven't really popped anything to win a fight so far. And, oh, it seems, oh, good pick there on the Alphabet. But Droid also finding Killian, Spencer finding Nitrous Oxide. Man, the supports for Miami are just getting taken down so easily.
Yeah, it seems like there's no peel onto for the Miami supports. I mean, Primal Rage coming out from Droid getting On and Bonesaw, and now Pooter Scooter. Fidget Spinner coming out, but I mean, this is rough. It looks like they're gonna make Nitrous touch. I don't think there's really any other way unless no.
Pooter Scooter can touch.
Scooter can touch. Yeah, he's
yeah. Here comes Killian popping that ult, trying to get trying to get speed up there. It doesn't touch the point though. Kind of not great. And Ball State just kind of reserves it back up a little bit. If On can build up that blade quick enough, the Nano Blade might be able to just change things here. But he can't really get a lot of support because you know that the unfortunate for Pooter Scooter getting in. Oh, doesn't find it. That's very unfortunate. The Nano Boost does come up, goes on to Bonesaw. Well, he can't really find any targets.
Overclock gonna come out.
Oh, big hit there.
Immediately kill onto the Torb. Tracer staying on to point, making sure it's not moving. And Overclock just isn't able to.
Oh!
There it goes. There it goes.
That was very unfortunate for Brody there. He kind of recalled into the into the right click, and
Yeah.
they actually Miami clinches that second point, but only have a minute. Wonderful combo there from On. Good
Yeah.
technique.
And like I said, there's only a minute 30
Technique.
seconds left, and Pooter Scooter's swapping onto the hazard. We've seen already during this game, and Ball State immediately swapping it up, going the Ramatra Juno, Ramatra. Oh, Alphabet just kind of throwing a bit of ult charge away.
Yeah, it seems like Ball State didn't really know what to play there. They all kind of just switched things up and then went right back. So Miami here does have Blade with On, and I don't know if they wanted to try holding it until Nitrous Oxide has his ult, because Ana can build out quite quickly if he hits shots a bit. Oh, oh,
Ooh.
come on. He did have that recall. That was unfortunate. That honestly, good situational awareness there from Brody, picking up those health packs before popping his recall.
Yeah.
And
Droid getting kill on the Pooter Scooter. That's gonna force Miami to back up here. And Miami or Ball State's just gonna keep pushing this. They're gonna they know that they've got the time and they've got the positioning here. The Miami has to push into them. I mean,
yeah, but you have to see here, Miami is coming up on a lot of very big ults. Nitrous Oxide almost having his nano on having the blade, but he might get picked off here soon. Killian having his ult as well. They need Nitrous Oxide to get this ult right now.
yeah,
And yep, here it is.
they're gonna have to nano blade in pretty much immediately. I think. Miami Killian putting in the Kitsune rush,
Yep.
using ults before Ball State can. Oh, Spencer going
Oh,
down. Kitsune rush still goes out though. Blade coming out from On.
he doesn't get the nano, unfortunately, and the Ana's
Ooh,
there with the. That's kind of a misplay there. He should have called for the nano, but I think they
yeah,
may want to try getting Buddha Scooter the nano just to have a little bit of survivability. They still managed to get picks, though, even without the nano blade. So it was kind of good as a distraction because it tore the attention of the enemy Ana away so they could just pick off the tank. And the enemy nano goes on, and Ball State's nano goes onto that. Wonderful all here from Bonesaw. Managed to get a lot of damage in, managing to just find a lot of them. But
ooh,
Droid, oh, good headshot there. Droid having the ult though. We're just falling really low. He goes down. He almost had his form up, and he was really close to his ult. I don't think An can really fight this out. And unfortunately, Miami University gets stopped about 67 meters into the point too.
yeah. Pooter Scooter 20 away from annihilation. Could have been a game changer right there. Being able to stay on point all the while, just doing immediate damage to everybody from the opposing team on the point. That's kind of how Droid was able to win that fight there. Getting I don't know if he was nano boosted or not.
He wasn't.
Okay, but no, but he did have annihilation up, and that's just going to stay up for as long as there is a person, an opposing player, in the range, and that would be huge. That would have been huge.
Yeah, that was very good there from Ball State. Good comeback there. They nano the Torb just because he has the most health pull. You're just like, just stay on point, stagger it as much as possible because they knew Droid had his ult up, came back, and yeah, it worked very well there for Ball State to kind of just stagger them in. It seems Miami here's hazard on defense with on the Genji on defense as well. Ball State going for their original setup here that they had on defense as well, opting to run it for attack. Honestly, kind of a better tank pick here because Winston has kind of a little bit more better vertical momentum and movement than Hazard does.
Yeah, but also a little bit of thing to think about. Hazard Dust is still able to get to
Mhm.
the high ground. He can jump and
Oh yeah,
he can climb walls and different things, and he's also, it feels like generally going to stay between the two high grounds. So he's not really going to try and jump vertically all that much, staying high ground and then jumping down when necessary. But yeah, uh, looks like Droid going off on his own here in main, while the rest of his team is kind of just splitting up, going coast. And a bit of a sleep going on to Bordy, but unfortunately there's a Kiriko cleanse coming in. But Ball State coming in from every direction.
oh,
Droid getting on, and Pooter
oh,
Scooter fighting up next to Alphabet, but he's getting kind of rolled.
yeah, that was unfortunate there. That anti kind of just ruined Buddha Scooter there. He tried going for Alphabet and just got annihilated
Yeah.
because they had too much damage protecting him. That's how you peel right there.
Yep.
It seems we're going to have a little bit of a change up here for Miami side. On electing to go to Soldier, which is a little bit interesting. double hit scan kind of, or hit scan at a little bit projectile hit scan into a Winston's going to be interesting here, but it's kind of counters their enemy, the Ball State's
Echo.
Echo and a little bit of the Torb because they can laser down that turret.
Very true. Very true. Uh, Miami opting to hold the high ground up here, just kind of wait quite a bit to contest for the first time. Seeing as Ball State's pretty pushed up and getting a bit in their face almost. On getting the Bonesaw going straight
Oh,
down, getting that anti is absolutely massive coming from Alphabet.
yeah, these pushes here are very good from Ball State. Droid just kind of rushing in their high ground, waiting for that anti to come in. Not much Miami can do. They're gonna have to change them up here. I know Pooter wants to stay on Hazard or not, but the amount of pressure that's going onto his back line, he's not really built as a very high peel tank. He's gonna it's gonna have to play a little bit differently maybe.
Yeah, nitrous oxide coming up on that nano. Maybe there can be something done with that. Hooters going to have to touch here. Uh, Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Ball State, and that's just going to give so much power. Nitrous oxide throwing the nano onto Pooter, but he's going
Ooh,
to leave point, get Bordy. His Bordy kills on,
very
but
unfortunate.
Droid is popping his primal rage and just shoving everybody so far away. I mean, his primal rages have been just so good.
Yeah, they've been very top tier.
Yeah,
Droid is a very good player we've seen so far, and he's one of the new ones on this roster as well.
Izzy.
Yeah, Think Player is a new member of Ball State's team, so showing pretty big here, especially on this map. Miami's gonna have to put up a lot of pretty good, very good hold here. I mean, Ball State has 5 minutes for just this point. And this is usually a little bit of an easier point than some of the other ones. Seems Droid's going very low, popping the nano boost to keep, or not, that was a nano boost to keep him alive. That was Suzu. No, it wasn't nano boost.
No, it
I
wasn't
was looking,
Edwards.
I was looking at the wrong. I still thought we were on left, unfortunately. But yeah, Puskar unfortunately falling down due to the Torb. Oh, big headshot there from Bonesaw, but can't find the finisher. Spencer picking Bonesaw off as well. This might be the end here for Miami. They need to make something work here. Nitrous Oxide managed to find Ghost. Ontron managing to find Spencer on the right.
That's a lot of damage and support being taken out of their comp, and that's going to force them to back up.
Yeah,
But
Miami here has only burned off 1 minute of the 5, though, unfortunately. They have to kind of have a miracle hold here in order to win this game.
yeah, and Miami University coming up on 4 ults. They do have a better ult economy, if you will. Droid, though, swapping onto the Orisa, which is going to be a very interesting change to see put into effect. Uh, I think what Miami has to do to win here is kind of use ults first, right? Being able to push in there and get ults out before Ball State can and get picks before Ball State can do anything.
Yep, there's the Sojourn ult coming out from Bonesaw. He's getting really low. He's trying to find some shots. Molten Core comes out from Ghost. They kind of have to back up a little bit to give space and not die to that Molten Core. Oh, On getting picked on the right a little bit, maybe. Bordy using the translocator, but On popping the ult counter Bordy. Bordy's ult made sure to find him. And then kind of a bad position. Don't want to be in that little room when there's a Torb running amok. Oh, the Orisa switch was honestly kind of maybe a good switch here because he managed to just kind of nearly kill Buddha Scooter alone.
Ooh.
Oh, Bonesaw getting a little bit too out in the open. Spencer finding those shots. Killing popping the ult because he knows he has to keep up a little bit here. Oh, but Killing's getting rushed. Good Suzu there managing to get away. I don't.
Sleep onto the Orisa or onto the Scooter Scooter, getting
Oh
so
no.
so much damage, being antied as well. That's going to be huge, unfortunately.
Bonesaw
Bonesaw
managed to
getting
find Ghost. Now maybe give him a lot. He dodges the spear and then the spin as well. Killian managed to get on point. I mean, that's all the buttons are enjoyed, but I think that's going to be it.
mm,
They just can't keep up the touch. Honestly, good on Ball State. That switch with the Orisa, kind of what they needed. Because when you have a dive tank that's like Hazard, Orisa's just the thing to do because you saw it happen. He tried doing his dash in, just spun the wheel and go. And Droid as well. Droid really showing off this game on the side of Ball State.
true. Droid is actually
Whew.
popping off right now. Just all the dives onto the perfect targets. He's allowing the supports to do nothing on the side of Miami. I
Yep.
mean, like his primals are insane. I mean, you can hear the if you look at the pro scene, you can hear the term primal blade. That's because a Winston using his ultimate to the effect of a Genji blade is very rare, and it's really impressive when it does happen. So it's called a primal blade, and I would consider this probably he's just got the primal blade in him, bro.
Yeah, that was very good from him. He got 2 to 3 kills nearly every time he popped his ult, and when he didn't get a kill, they just won the point anyways because it's too much health to really be taken down. And yeah, Miami really has to make something work here. But that they held pretty good. They pushed that point quite a far as ways, but it was just they couldn't solidify their hold until basically right at the end, and they
Yeah,
couldn't really stop them at all. So they just kind of got bombers versus points in 5 minutes. Usually, way too long of a time to hold. You have to be very have a pretty much a miracle happen to hold point for that long, especially
yeah.
a really hard point to hold like that. But yeah, that's why everyone hates Numbani. It's
No, for
awful.
real. No, for real.
But
But at the end of that map, I mean, I think we're gonna hear back from production about what map's next. But in the meantime, we're gonna go into a break, and we don't go anywhere. We'll see you next map. And here we are again, back into the Miami University Ball State University game for Overwatch Varsity, and we're looking at a bit of a substitution here on the side of Miami, going Alfonso instead of Pooter Scooter. We're gonna see a bit of that Mauga gameplay that I so much adore, but. This can be a bit of an interesting match. Last week was a bit of an unfortunate go on this map, but hopefully this can change it and turn it around for Miami this series.
yeah, Miami here trying to use that hybrid deathball comp of Sombra, Reaper. Killian falling low already. But usually, aside from last week, Servasa's really a map that Miami's usually been very dominant on. But Jax managed to find Killian. She was behind pretty much the whole team and managed to get picked out. That's very unfortunate. Alfonso a little bit early with that dive. Bonesaw kind of just getting a little aggressive here. Yaxter managed to fight Night's Oxide. Yaxter with these DPS plays has been crazy, and Miami falls just like that because Killian fell so early.
Yeah, that's I mean so much healing gone from the team. I mean that's just an unfortunate series of events right there. Really, I mean Ball State Yakester is going kind of crazy whenever he's in switching in for alpha from alphabet. But I mean, if he just keeps getting or like picks at the start of the fight, I mean, there's not much Miami's gonna be able to do. That's what Miami has to be doing in order to win these fights.
Alfonso going in immediately, trying to just find a pick there. Deflect no longer up for Bodie, Bordy. But
Bro.
we're trying to find something here. Sorry, I misspoke. But but here's the thing, that this is the kind of the counterplay to the Maga pick, is either you go Maga yourself, you go Orisa, or honestly Jungle Queen works quite well because it's a small target. You can't really get that much self healing, and they see that the little ult there from the Kitsune rush, and they're just like, we got to get out of here now.
Hmm.
Otherwise, they get bursted down way too quickly, just trying to wait for that to run out. And then they're going back in immediately, kind of just trying to go in. Oh, big damage going on to Droid, but not really managing to find him.
They're doing so much damage. Unfortunately, like we were talking about before, the best way to kill a tank is by either splitting them off from the supports or killing the supports first. And unfortunately, Miami doesn't have really any ways to split them off from the supports, so they're gonna have to look at the supports first. I mean,
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Droid killing Bonesaw there. Spencer and Yakester haven't been like below half health at all this entire game yet. I mean, it's a bit of a problem. Beat coming out from the side of Miami, overclock as well. Rampage coming in as well. I mean, so many ults for the side of Miami, and still not able to do anything. Blossom came out at some point, and nothing's happening. There's the first kill of the game for the side of Miami going on to the Torb You Can't Ghost.
I mean, yeah, there was really no picks happening there for Miami, but they managed to get the point to 95%. I didn't realize that. They just forced Ball State off enough, so now they have another fight here. They may be able to get us back because they're almost a cage. But the other thing is that Ball State's really close. They already have Genji Blade, and they do have that Kitsune Rush. They're gonna go for a touch here. Oh, big there. They gotta keep Alfonso up. Get that cage. If he goes down, it's gonna be bad time for Miami. Bad time.
Yep.
On falling down as well.
I mean,
Really unfortunate there. That Kitsune Rush kind of just ended their chances at that point.
yeah. Kitsune Rush there was just a very unfortunately big play for Ball State University. Miami kind of not really able to do anything without any of the ults. Um, Alfonso smartly, I truly believe it was a smart idea saving ult for this next fight. Being able to take a fight first or take a point first in this mode can be very beneficial.
Another thing is I feel like he just died too quickly that he couldn't even hit the button.
Yeah,
Like he
that
got
could have been the
bursted down.
case.
They realized he was close to the cage and just like, we gotta kill this guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Ball State University taking position onto the point first. Miami's gonna have to charge on,
Oh,
but Ghost killing Killian at the
that's
very
really
beginning.
bad.
That's gonna be just like the first fight. Um, Miami's not gonna have nearly enough healing to continue this fight here.
Yeah, and Brody getting to find a Bonesaw there on the deflect, and then they just clean up for Ball State. They may want, after this cage, they may want to switch something up here. It's not really working too much. Alfonso without like a mirror comp with Maga or something else like that, he can't really find too much healing. Like even with Nitrous Oxide killing up when they are up, because they're getting picked quite a bit.
Yeah. Cage. Hopefully Cage will come in. Yep, there's Cage.
Big cage
Getting
there.
two people there, three people now that uh, all of Ball State like almost entered the cage right there. Blossom coming out, getting
Ooh.
two, getting one,
Big loss
almost
in there,
getting
but
two on the 40.
the deflect managed to get him up, and then the B comes in. That's gonna be another fight win for Ball State. Even with two ults from Miami, they know how to fight back against these plays.
Absolutely, and Ball State just has a better. Actually, I don't even want to say they have a better alt economy. Miami University has, or the alt economy is pretty even right now. Miami University having two almost to a third, while Ball State is also two almost to a third. Kitsune coming out from the side of
Oh,
Miami University, Blade coming out from Ball State. Bordy able to get Killian, which is just Killian just unfortunately just keeps dying over and over again at first. Wrong place, wrong time sort of thing, and
oh my
Ball State's just gonna
goodness.
clean this up.
Ball State's just kind of eviscerating Miami here. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
not the Maga play into this Junker Queen isn't really working out too much. Anytime that Junker Queen is all, it's just a bad day for Alfonso.
yeah, and it looks like he's gonna change. Go on to that Arissa Bonesaw going on to the Torb. And unfortunately, Miami University used both support ults in that last fight, which is going to be a huge detriment to them this fight. I mean, Ball State's going to have that uh, Kir- uh, the Kiriko rush, and that has been seen to be like a huge fight winning win button for Ball State in the past already. Bonesaw going super low. I mean,
Oh,
Ball State's just on point. Overclock coming out from on, and he's not
oh,
able to get anybody. Spencer killing on. Bonesaw getting Yikester though. But Torbs being traded for the Torbs. You can't Ghost getting Bonesaw. Nitrous Oxide falls. Alfonso falls, and it's just
Killian
Killian
just
jumping
gets
off the
off the
map.
map.
Yep. Nice reset though. Nice reset.
That was good on Killian, knowing not to give ult charge. They have the reset and touch here again. Miami University did pop some ults there though, which was unfortunate. Ball State only really building up close to the Tor Bolt. They may be able to make something work with that, but Miami University just kind of said go in here without anything built up, and they just gotta hope they get some picks. They really got to get Yaxter. He's once again he's been putting up a lot. Bordy also they got to be very careful of that Genji. Kind of just eviscerating the back line most of the time.
Yeah, Ball State's kind of playing a little bit separated right now. Two people coast and two people on point or a little bit farther inward. It's very interesting. Bordy killing Bonesaw though.
Oh,
And Droid coming so low, but there's no follow-up, unfortunately. And oh, Yagster
um,
kills on. Oh, that's just unfortunate. You can't be. Yagster's like a third DPS in this fight, man.
Yaxter's going crazy here, honestly.
There's another one on the nitrous oxide.
The
Oh,
Kitsune Rush coming out. Very good spear and combo there. Trying to find someone. Doesn't find anyone. Manages to force the beat to come out, though. Blade comes out, though, finds Killian. And Bordy with these blades is finding at least a healer every single time. But On manages to get Bordy with the right click last second.
also getting Yagster as well. And Miami's kind of coming back here. They're able to take point. Um, Ball State forced to back up, but Alfonso
Alfonso.
going so low, and he's just
But they
throwing
made the
himself
trade.
in there. He does get the trade. That's good. But I think Droid might get back faster, and Droid does have ult, unfortunately, which is going to be
Oh, but
a big
Ghost and
dampener.
Spencer are falling very low. They gotta finish those kills. Those be huge for Miami. Bones. Oh, another one there. Come on.
Bonesaw just can't get the kills there, unfortunately. The finishes is a little bit rough. Bonesaw and Nitrous Oxide having all overclock as well from on.
Ooh,
Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Ball State.
good old there from Bunto, just kind of covering the ground in front of him. Unfortunately, got pulled in way too bad. That knife from Droid is so big. Good save on that beat, keeping him up. Bordy going down, on managing to find some, but kind of getting. Oh, wonderful there on, even though he was getting hard pushed there. Manages to find two with the ult. And then also there, Ghost falling super low. They gotta get him. He's down as well. It's kind of just. Where's the rest
It's
of
just
Miami?
Yagster.
It's just Yakester and Droid. No, Droid's still up.
Oh, he is, but he's way off point. He's not going to get touched, and Droid is Killian actually kills Droid there, which is fantastic. And it looks like Ball State's
Miami.
just going to back up, kind of give Miami this point, seeing as they're already winning. They need to survive and not stagger themselves.
Wonderful plays there from Miami. Good awareness on both sides and good aim from Alfonso and Bonesaw. A lot of them were falling really low there. I say Ball State kind of messed up that last fight a bit. They kind of pushed in a little too fast.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah. But now we kind of wait. Both teams a little bit hesitant to go in. You can't go is kind of getting, or the rest of the team kind of getting a bit of a flank angle up on those stairs.
On
Yagster
getting
getting
picked
on, dude.
off.
Yagster getting just the first picks in every fight. I mean,
Yeah, him and
insane.
Bordy are just kind of wrecking the back line. It is going really bad for Miami. Yaxter with this aim is kind of ridiculous. And then Bordy also goes in with them. Miami here is coming up on 2 ults, maybe 4 if they can build them quick enough. But Ball State University is almost to 5.
Yeah,
This might be a rough time here at this point for Miami. They got to make something work here with some aim and some skill.
absolutely. What needs to happen is Miami needs to use ults first. But unfortunately, Molten Core comes out from the side of Ball State first, and it's just so much damage. Bonesaw able to kill Bordy, but Droid and You Can't Ghost are just running through them, really running through Miami currently.
That was only one ult there from Ball State. They managed to win a fight. Ball State's now has four ults because that one fight when they're using ults so efficiently here.
Hmm.
One fight, one win. It's working so well for them.
Yeah, and You Can't Ghost is already back up to 30% ult charge,
Oh,
there hasn't even been a fight. Oh, and there's nobody on point for Terra Surge to do anything to. B coming
unfortunately,
out from the side of both side, honestly. Um, but Bordy coming out with the blade,
getting to
and
the nitrous oxide trying to put up a fight. Managed to pick Yester, but that's going to be game, set, and match going to
game
Ball
matching point.
State University.
Indeed, indeed. They played it really well. I mean, it felt like every time that Miami ulted, there was a counter ult coming out from Ball State. And this guy, Yakester, is a phenomenal Lucio. He really is. He like coming in with those picks at the very beginning of the fights. I mean, constantly sustaining his team. He is like insane with the
He
picks.
he
A
was a,
DPS
he
Lucio
was
almost.
he was the star of that
Yeah.
that map there, I believe. Droid really showcasing his 10 kill abilities in Numbani, and now Yax are really showing off there. A little bit of some Reddit I saw happening at that play of the game. Really just wall ride and getting some picks. That was very good there from Ball State. Miami tried to put up a fight. They I feel like they figured stuff out a little bit more. Like when they got that last point or the second to last point with the Orisa switch. That Orisa switch really helped out because Orisa pretty much is nearly a hard counter for Queen. Very good pick there, but I feel like they needed their ult economy was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I feel Ball State where they were smart about. They realized we need 1 point, we'll hold all five like that. That was just very unfortunate there. And they need to force ults out of Ball State either first or second fight at that point, so they had a chance last fight, but they couldn't do that. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the game goes to Ball State going 5-0 in the ESC. Miami falling to 2-2. Not the best for this early on. So we'll see if Miami can do it. They still, even if they win either way, they still have a chance to get to the playoffs, I believe.
Yep.
So, but we'll see what they decide to pull off here. Good games all around, honestly, from the games earlier today against
Right state.
Wright State and the games just now against Ball State. I will say, highlight of all of that though, I got to give it to the Lejeune Tower game. That was the most back and forth one we had. Very good all around. Like each team got a point, and then it came down last point. But then we just saw the dominance that is Ball State.
Hmm.
They were good there. But I will say there was some moments there, especially that last one, Servasa. We got a little bit baited.
Yeah.
Like you saw that from On. He was like, "Oh, I have full charge. I'm gonna kill this Lucio." Out pops a Genji, and then you can't really like one in the Yaxter when he's that good. And Lucio, he can 1v1 any of them really,
Yeah.
aside from maybe the tank because just health restrictions,
Yeah.
really. So
You got to say though, I mean, the Orisa swap from Alfonso really did wonders. It feels like. I mean, after that, they were able to take another point, at least a point, and then you know, kind of keep themselves in the game for at
yeah,
least a little bit. It feels like that's what they're able to do every time they play um, a flashpoint map. It's kind of like they're down a bit, and then they're able to hold on at the very end before going into uh, before losing, unfortunately, because the team is already up. The opposing team is already up points and already has all the ultimate abilities that they
Mhm.
need.
I will say Flashpoint something very important is keeping momentum.
Hmm.
Especially like Ball State, they had momentum even after they lost that third point because Miami had no ults. Like they had zero momentum, but they just popped all those ults and they just won the fight. Because that's the thing, you can beat momentum when you have overwhelming damage in the form of five ultimates on point. And also, but Yaks are definitely the MVP of that game. Got to give it to Joy that second game, and then the first game. Honestly, I'd say Bordy he
Hmm.
had some. You saw his showcase. He was meant from Genji to Tracer to the far. Like he went everywhere. He played everything. It was wonderful all the way around. But good games for them. That'll be it for our stream today. We will have our next match. I believe we don't have a Thursday this week, but we do have, I think, a Tuesday next week. I believe.
We do. We do.
Don't know who that against quite yet, but we will see y'all next Tuesday at 8:30. Our normal scheduled time is today, I believe, was just a little bit of a special occasion for Queen City Clash, but we will see you all there.
See you later.